Hey friends, what's up? For those of you that don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, then welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So guys, in today's video, we have a brand new palette to test out by LA Girl, and I am super duper excited. So this is the LA Girl Dazzle All The Way 20 color eyeshadow palette. I love this packaging. It's super duper pretty. I love the rose gold. So this is going to be their holiday collection for 2022. Now, LA Girl came out with holiday palettes last year, and they were so not pretty, but this one is super pretty. So here are what all of the shades are going to look like on the back. When you open up the palette, it has a little saying and it says, "Oh, what fun it is to shine." I love that. I think that's super cute. But you do not get a mirror with this palette. LA Girl traditional packaging, it's like the hard plastic, but you also get a really, really large mirror. So I want to say this retails for like $17.99, but the day that it launched on Ulta's website, LA Girl was having a sale, so I got it for around $15. So here is what it looks like. If you love mauve tones and you love neutrals, then this palette is going to be perfect for you. Also, LA Girl has a really good formula, so I'm excited to see if this formula is going to be like the formulas that I've tried in the past. I'm going to take the CoverGirl Undercover Concealer to prime both lids. So in today's video, I'll be doing just one eye look. Most of the time, if I only do one eye look on YouTube, it's because I plan on doing another look on TikTok. So if you guys aren't following me over on TikTok, go ahead and give me a follow over there. I do post quite a bit of content over there as well. I try not to post like the same things that I post on YouTube. Sometimes I do, but I try not to do that. Like when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, I try to like create different looks and things like that. Also, I'm now thinking, I don't think I've seen LA Girl come out with a palette with like the hard plastic with the big mirrors in quite some time. I'm so sad. This concealer is almost gone, and I've pretty much used the whole tube with priming my lids. I've used it as like regular concealer a couple times, but I think it works really well for eyeshadow primer. Instead of setting with a translucent powder like I normally would, I think I'm going to use a shade from the palette. We're just going to start with this shade right here, and this is called Mirage. And again, I'm just going to buff this around the whole lid. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go more neutral, if I want to go more mauve. I do a lot of mauve tone looks, so I think in today's video, I'm going to stick with the neutrals. I don't know, y'all. There's some really pretty tone mauves, but I feel like there's also a lot of like gold shades in this palette that would really match my shirt. Okay, first let's just go ahead in with a transitional shade, and I'm going to take this shade right here, and this is called Big Dreamer. I'm going to take my Sigma E40 blending brush, just a big fluffy brush. I'm going to start blending this up above the crease. So far, this is a really nice transitional shade. Okay, I know I said I was going to do a brown look, but the mauve tones look so pretty, so let's just go ahead and do a mauve toned eye. I'm going to grab this shade right here, and this is called Deja Vu. So I'm kind of going to place this where we placed the last shade. Just going to go right over top of it. There is minimal kick up in the pan, which is always a really nice thing. I'm going to take this shade right here, and this is called Wildest Dreams. I'm going to be taking this BH number 8 brush. This is like my favorite small blending brush. So if you guys been here for a while, you guys already know the deal. I'm going to start applying this on the outer V. Or no, you guys, I just got an idea. Maybe we should do a halo eye today because I haven't done a halo eye in a while. So yeah, let's do a halo eye. I'm going to apply this in the outer V and also on the inner corner. To apply it on the inner corner, I'm going to take a smaller brush. Wow, this shade is very, very pigmented, very nice. So I'm not going to bring this in the crease at all. I'm going to leave it right there. Now I'm going to take the BH number 12 brush. So it's kind of like the last brush, but it's much smaller. And I'm going to start applying this shade right here to the inner part of the lid. Wow, I really, really love the tone of this shade. And I love that it's like as dark as it is in the pan. So I want to make sure that the inner corner and the outer corner are even. Okay, so now that it looks a little something like this, I'm going to go ahead and start blending everything out. I'm going to go back in with Deja Vu with the BH number 8 brush and just very lightly start blending out these edges. And then whatever product is left over on the brush, I'm going to start going inward. And then to blend out the inner corner, I'm going back in with the number 12 brush and just lightly blend this out. I'm very happy with how easily and fast these shades are blending out. Sometimes when shades are extremely pigmented, they don't blend out this easily, but this is really nice. I'm going to grab this shade right here called Sweetheart. With my big fluffy brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out. And I also think this halo eye would look really good with the browns in the palette. Let's go ahead in with the shimmer shade, and then if I need to like fix anything or add some more color, I will. So for this center, I'm going to take this shade called Excitement. LA Girl palettes usually have a great shimmer formula, but most of the time I cannot pick them up with a brush. But I'm going to try to pick this shade up with a brush. Oh my God, it picked up really well with a brush. I'm just going to start applying this right in the center. Oh yeah, that shade is super duper pretty. Kind of going to bring this up pretty high, and I'm slowly just keeping it right there in the center. I will go back in with the matte shades to kind of blend everything together. But as for now, this palette is performing better than some of my $50 eyeshadow palettes do. I'm also going to take a little bit of this shade right here called Glow Up. And just with a little bit, this is going to go on each side of the shimmer shade. I'm not going to bring it like over into the matte. I'm just going to do a little line right here. Ooh, but this too is a really, really pretty shimmer shade. So now we're going to go back in with all of our matte shades and make sure everything's blended out. I'm first going to go back in with Wildest Dream, which was the deepest matte shade we used. And very, very lightly, I'm going to apply some more, but also blend it into the shimmers. Kind of just like tapping. Once more, I'm going to go back in with the big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to blend the inner and the outer area. I'm not going to go into the center. Okay, so on this side, on the inner part, it's looking like a little dark and unblended. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brush I usually use to set my lids. It still has like some leftover powder on it. And I'm just going to kind of try to clean this up here. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I'm going to go back in with the shade Excitement, which was the first shimmer shade. And I see a lot of people like on TikTok and also on YouTube, I see them bring the shimmer shade like way up here. So I want to try to add like a little bit more up in this area. So I'm going to be taking the shades Wildest Dream and Deja Vu. So I'm first going to take Deja Vu on that same BH number 12 brush. And I'm just going to run this right here. Now I'm going to take a really skinny small brush. This is the Morphe H5 brush. Looks like that. And I'm going to take the shade Wildest Dream. And with this shade, I'm going to stamp it right up against the lash line. I'm going to go ahead and do liner and lashes off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and did liner and lashes, and I really, really like this look. I don't know if I'm obsessed with the halo eye, but I love the colors. If you guys are wondering what I have in my list, I have this ColourPop Lippy Duo. So the Lippy Pencil is in the shade Wild Nothing, and then the Lippy Sticks is in the shade Candy Paint. Let's go ahead and find a shade for the inner corner, and then I'll tell you all about this palette, and we'll do some swatches. For the inner corner, I'm going to take this first shade right here, and this is called Wishful. So this looks like a white shade, but it has a pink shift. Ooh, that's really pretty. I am like so surprised by how well these shades pick up with a brush. Try to blend this shimmer into the matte as best as I can without going up too high. Also going to bring it right up under the brow. Okay guys, so overall, I 100% recommend this palette. 10 out of 10 stars. I think it is beautiful. I love the packaging. I also love that on the back, it's going to show you all the shades you're going to get and all the shade names. The only thing this palette is missing, especially if you travel a lot, is a mirror. But I do love all the tones in here, and everything performed so well. The mattes were extremely pigmented. Like, I was kind of shocked because, again, like I said earlier in the video, I have palettes that cost like $50 that aren't even this good. And I also love that the shimmer shades picked up so well with the brush. I was honestly shocked. Like, I know LA Girl has a good formula, but this palette is amazing. For 17 bucks, I 100% recommend it. Let's go ahead and do some swatches. So I would typically swatch the shades starting with the top row and going over, but I'm gonna actually go down this time just because they go from lighter to dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them all, and then I'll come back and show you the swatches. Wow, all of the shades feel super creamy, like the mattes and the shimmers both. Oh wow, these are so pretty. Oh my god, you guys, I completely messed up going over instead of going up and down, so I'm just going to continue to swatch like that. And I also really like that there's a black in this palette. So here are all of these swatches. Look how gorgeous all those shimmer shades are. So now again, I did go sideways instead of up and down. But yeah, I 100% recommend this palette. This palette is for sure a winner. If you love these tones, definitely pick this up because for $17, you guys, that is so cheap, especially for a palette that performs this good with 20 different shades. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you guys a close-up and then we'll wrap up with today's video. Okay guys, and that is everything for today's video. If you did end up liking this video and you guys want to see more videos like this one or more videos with this palette, please be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. If there's anything at all that you guys want to see next, please let me know. Like I said earlier in the video, if you guys want to go ahead and follow me on TikTok, I do post videos over there as well. And most of the time, if I do one eye look on YouTube, I'll do a second eye look over there on TikTok. And yeah guys, other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.